What's up? Earlier, I just talked about whether or not I think Darren Till could beat Isreal Adesanya. Here's another one of those cases where can this guy beat that guy if they fought? The question is, can Colby Covington beat Isreal Adesanya? You know, everybody wants to fight Isreal Adesanya, apparently. Um, look, Colby is such a good welterweight, and I actually picked him to beat Kamaru Usman. But, you know, things happen. Anything can happen in MMA. Um, you know, yeah, I think he could beat Isreal Adesanya. I don't want him to beat Isreal Adesanya, but if he, let's say he beats Kamaru Usman, and he said he wants to move up to middleweight and fight Izzy, I think he could beat Isreal Adesanya just because of his style. You know, again, styles make fights. See, Colby's aggressive and fast. He's got such good cardio, but he's a great fighter. He's very smart. He's very intelligent. You know, if he were to fight Isreal, he knows Izzy's going to use his length and try to keep distance like he always does and pick the guys apart and finish it if he thinks he can. You know, sometimes Izzy will let the fight last longer than it needs to and take it the distance to still get the win. But with Colby, he would have to finish Colby Covington. Colby's got really good wrestling. I know Marvin Vettori, you know, he's a good wrestler too, but I think Colby's a higher level wrestler than Marvin Vettori is. So I think he would have pretty good success in taking Izzy to the ground. Even if they had to stand up, Colby's stand-up is just as impressive, if not better. He stood up with Kamaru and gave him a fight. And like I said, I keep preaching this, but if you look back at that first fight, if Kamaru did not finish that fight, he was losing that fight to Colby Covington. That's just the way I see it. Because every punch Kamaru threw, Colby Covington came back with 1-2 with the kick. You know, I'm not any striking technician or anything, but just like to do the demonstration as I talk. So I think he could beat Isreal Adesanya. I'd give him a 60% chance. I just don't think he would straight up beat him because Izzy's been fighting at middleweight for most of his career, and Covington's been a welterweight most of the time. And Izzy has proven when you have to put on weight to fight another guy who might not be a better fighter than you, like Blachowicz, you could still lose that fight because size is a big difference. Covington's going to put on 10, 15 pounds. He's not used to that. I imagine he probably cuts weight when he fights at welterweight. So I think Covington would still have the big advantage just because of his style and his cardio. He's not going to, I don't think Izzy would wear down Colby Covington like he does the others. I don't necessarily think he would outsmart him. Like I said, Izzy would have to straight up knock him out, but because Colby's got good cardio and everything, like I just said. But Colby could certainly win that fight. You know, would he finish Isreal? That's the question. He can finish that fight. I don't know if he would break him like he did with Woodley or others out there, but I think he would probably beat him like he did Lawler. Probably weather the storm, get real close and move, stick and move, mix up his wrestling, take Izzy down if he can. You know, that's a big question mark. Again, he's putting on weight, so he's going to have to grab somebody a lot heavier than him. A guy walks around like 200-something pounds, you know, and he's going to be a lot smaller, so that would be a big factor. But if it would go into his favor, I think he certainly could beat him. I don't know if he would finish it, though. I think he would win a decision if he beat Izzy. So Izzy could knock out Colby Covington. Obviously, Colby's chin's already been taken by Kamaru, you know. It's funny I'm picking him to beat Kamaru, even though Kamaru beat him, but that's just how I feel. But I think that would be a really good fight. I think that would be a money fight. Plus, Kamaru has already said he wouldn't fight Izzy. So why not have a champ? You know, I think it'd be great for business. It's great for Colby or Izzy. You know, so that's how I feel.